Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today's going to be a easy everyday makeup. I'm not going to be talking that much. You probably can do this in under 10 minutes if you're in a rush like me. So I'm going to show you how you can do your face every day with no complications.
Alright guys, we're gonna dive right into this. The first thing that I start off with when I'm doing my makeup is my eyebrow. I know a couple people don't really like to do their eyebrows until they're after they're done doing their makeup. For me personally, once I get in there, I'm done and I don't have to go back into it. I'm just using the NYX glue and I'm just passing it over my eyebrows just so my eyebrows can stay down. I'm not going to fill them in honestly because I just didn't want to do it for this look. And like I said, this is probably something that you can just quickly do. Now when it comes to a primer, I'm going with the e.l.f. Grip Primer. That's my favorite primer. I don't know about the other girls, but for me, it definitely does do the deal. And that's why I'm applying all over my face. Make sure you're getting the areas that you're applying the heavy makeup. If you're doing for a light beat or a heavy beat, doesn't really matter. Just make sure you're applying enough for the areas that you're really applying the makeup at, especially under your eye, because that's where your under your eye gets a little more cakey. If you watch all my previous videos that I have about my makeup tutorials, I use the e.l.f. hydrating concealers. I do have a lighter color that I do apply before I apply my other color. The second color I apply is closer to my shade, but I don't apply a lot to it because when it comes to blending, it blends a little more easier versus having just the light color. So I apply the light color first, then I apply the one that's closer to my shade on each side. Every side that I have the concealer on, I'm applying it in. That's just the way that I do it. Again, it may look like it's a lot of makeup. I'm not gonna lie, for it to be a drugstore makeup, it is very pigmented. Like, it does definitely do what it needs to do. I prefer over the OG LA Girl concealer. It does do the deal and it's very affordable, so you cannot go wrong with it. In order for you to get those makeup and not having that much flashback, you need to blend, and that's what I'm doing. Use that flick of the wrist, use it and start blending. Don't be shy. Even if you use a little too much, all you really have to do is learn how to blend your products. Once you learn how to blend your products, trust me, makeup will be so easy for you. It's just like boom, pow, bam. It did take me some time because I think I started learning how to do makeup in high school, and now it's more easier for me. So sometimes it may look like I'm applying a lot of makeup. It's because I know how to blend it. At first, I do look crazy, jump scare, but still, it's something that I learned and I mastered, so I'm able to operate with it. All of my makeup products that I'm using will be linked in my Amazon storefront, so if you definitely want to check it out, you can. And also, if you just want me to know what products I'm using exactly, just shoot me a comment and I'll let you know. But let's get right back to this. I'm now contouring my face. I do use a heavy amount just so you can definitely see the definition of what I am doing. So I'm also, like I said, use that flick of the wrist, pat, 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 pat. So I'm just making sure that I'm blending it with the outside concealer that I was using and moving it inwards so it can blend seamlessly. And I'm going on both sides of my face, under my chin, my nose area, and across my forehead. After I'm done blending in with my brush, I do go in with a sponge to make sure that I'm pressing it in, because the brush just glides it, but the sponge just pushes it in together, if that makes sense. Like, it's just bringing what I have the product to me it's definitely bringing the products in, like it's patting it down together. The brush collides it, but this is patting it down together. So that's what I'm doing. I'm making sure that I'm getting all the areas that I put makeup on, especially if I didn't really put any foundation. I'm just making sure the area that I don't have foundation or concealer, I am pressing it in as well. So I am going for a no foundation look, but I'm also just applying a little bit of foundation on the areas that I do not have any concealer at, just so that it can have a blend to it. Because the concealer is brighter than my actual skin tone, and then the bronzer, the contour, it's darker, I'm gonna have some areas that you really can't see, so you'll definitely see there's be some type of flashback if you use the camera. So I'm just making sure that I'm covering the little areas I don't have any makeup on with my tint foundation. A tint foundation is different compared to actual foundation. This one is very lightweight, and it definitely it's not as heavy, so you're able to use this on a regular day. Y'all, one thing about Miss Juvie is she's gonna make sure that her products are pigmented. And if you don't know how to blend, your makeup's gonna be crazy. At this moment, I did use a little bit too much of the blush, but it's okay. We all make mistakes sometimes. It's just going back and making sure that you're blending it. And when I tell you guys, I had to blend and blend and blend because it's so pigmented, and I didn't even put that much. Like, I used these 3 little dots and boom, it was all over my face. So I'm just going in and I'm patting as much as I can to make sure that I'm blending in. Like I said, we make mistakes sometimes when we're doing our makeup, but it's okay. Just making sure that you're going back in and you're knowing what you're doing, what you're supposed to do, which is blending. After I'm done setting my face, I do go on my powders. I'm going with this loose powder, and I'm applying it to my areas that I put my concealer, just so I can have that nice finished look. Just patting it, not too much. I don't brush it off. I just pat it into the areas that I have it. Compared to this and the Juvia's bronzing palette, I would say they're very similar. This one is very affordable compared to Miss Girl. Hers is like $22, and I think that palette was $9. Very similar in my opinion. I do like the fact that you have 3 choices, 3 options still, and it's basically, it shows you how to apply if you don't know how to do it. I just got this, and I honestly do love it. Like I said, I'm very proud of these drugstore products because they're very pigmented. Like, I was very shocked. I only put like a little dab on this brush because I was scared. That's a bright pink if y'all can see. So I just put a little bit on the brush, and I was seeing the difference. Like, wow, if I put a lot of it, I know I was gonna get too much. So I just put a little bit, and then the rest went a long way.
dripping. It's so funny.
Alright, so boom, I am done. It's giving oopsie, it's giving ooh la la, it's giving cutesy, it's giving demure. But it's all done, guys. Like I said, I got this done in like 20 minutes. I was really proud of myself, so shout out to your girl. It's honestly just something about being a girl that's so much fun. But thank you all for watching. I really appreciate you guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Leave me a comment if you have any questions. I will answer. As I said, all my products are linked in my Amazon below. See you guys next time.